Most people think focus is about removing distractions. It isn't. You can sit in a silent room, phone off, door closed, and still feel like your brain is pulling in 12 directions at once. That's not a distraction problem. That's a regulation problem. And until you understand what's actually happening inside your brain, you'll keep blaming the wrong thing. Your brain doesn't focus because it wants to. It focuses when it feels it's safe to commit. When the environment is predictable, the threat level is low, and the outcome feels manageable. Remove those conditions, even slightly, and your brain starts scanning instead of executing. Not because you're lazy, because it's doing exactly what it was built to do. Here's where it gets precise. 1. Your brain is running too many background processes. Focus isn't just about attention. It's about cognitive load. Every unfinished task, unresolved decision, and unnamed worry is an open loop. And your brain keeps those loops running in the background, quietly, constantly, even when you're trying to work. The result isn't distraction. It's friction. You sit down to focus and immediately feel resistance. Not because the task is hard, but because your working memory is already full before you start. Advanced shift. Before you try to focus, close the loops. Write down everything sitting in your head. Not to organize it, to offload it. Once it's external, your brain stops holding it. And suddenly, you have space. 2. Your focus window is smaller than you think. Research consistently shows that deep cognitive focus, the kind where real output happens, lasts between 20 and 45 minutes before quality degrades. Most people don't know this, so they set up for 2-hour sessions, feel their attention slip at minute 30, and interpret that as failure. It isn't failure. It's biology. Your brain isn't broken. Your expectations are misaligned. Advanced shift. Stop trying to sustain focus. Start designing for it. Work in defined windows. 25 to 40 minutes, then a full stop. Not a scroll. Not a check. A real break. Because recovery isn't optional. It's what makes the next window possible. 3. Low-grade stress is shutting your prefrontal cortex down. This is the mechanism most people miss. Your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for planning, concentration, and rational thought, is extremely sensitive to cortisol. Not high stress, low-grade background stress. The kind that comes from an unread message, an upcoming deadline, a conversation you haven't had yet. When cortisol is elevated even slightly, your brain shifts resources away from deep thinking and toward threat monitoring. You're not unfocused. You're on guard. Advanced shift. Before any focus session, give your nervous system a signal that there's no emergency. 2 minutes of slow breathing. Exhale longer than inhale. Not as a ritual, as a biological reset. You're not calming your mind. You're lowering cortisol enough for your prefrontal cortex to come back online. 4. Your brain needs to know why this moment matters. Attention follows meaning. When a task feels connected to something you genuinely care about, your brain allocates resources differently. When it feels arbitrary, disconnected, or externally imposed, your brain treats it like background noise. This is why you can lose hours in something you love and struggle to sustain 10 minutes on something you don't. Advanced shift. Before you start, answer one question. Why does this matter to me right now, specifically? Not in general. Not eventually. Now. A clear answer activates intention. And intention is what gives your brain permission to fully commit. The real shift. Focus isn't a skill you build by pushing harder. It's a condition you create by removing what's blocking it. Cognitive overload, misaligned expectations, low-grade stress, missing meaning. Remove these, and your brain doesn't need to be forced. It focuses because the conditions finally allow it. You were never the problem. The system was. Now you know how to adjust it.